Sit. We had a little issue with Nina. As soon as she's released, she'd grab her leash. And then we found out from the owners that she had always had something in her mouth, and that something was this monkey, which I have here tucked in my little pouch here. And of course she knows it's there, so she's very excited about it. So then for her particular issue, when you release her for a while, since she's always used to carrying something around in her mouth, that's why she started grabbing the leash when she didn't have something else to do, because she'd been trained to have something in her mouth when she was on free time. So for a while you can say, go, and hand her monkey, and she's got something to carry around. At the very least, it'll get her to stop using the leash as something to have in her mouth. But then at the same time, you hold on to the leash, and the way I would practice this is I would call her away from the monkey. Come! Good. Have her sit and release her. Go. She's going to go back to the monkey, play with it. She loves her monkey. Come! Practice calling her away from it. She's going to come to you. She's going to drop the monkey. She has to get the reward. Okay. And once you've practiced just doing that for a while, have her sit, and then start practicing more of a sit stay before you release her. Maybe just do a simple 20-second or so sit stay. And then go. Release her. She has no interest in the leash because she's way more into her little toy. Come. And you still hold on to the leash, so she has to come to you. She has to drop it to get the reward. Good. Sit. And notice that I'm having her sit with her back to her favorite toy. Makes it even harder for her to do. But if you do this on a regular basis, she'll know all she has to do is just focus for 20 seconds or so, and then she gets released again and she gets to play. Go. So this is oh, she's going to run towards the camera person. Don't you want to play with your monkey? So that completely gets rid of the whole grabbing the leash thing, but at the same time, it's so much easier to call her away from the monkey than to struggle with the leash thing with her. So we start the whole pattern in a different way, so she doesn't have time to grab the leash. She knows she's about to get her reward, the monkey, and then we practice calling her away from the monkey. Come! See how easy it is? Good, how it starts to get easier every time you do it. Sit. Good. Sit, stay every time. If the ground wasn't wet, I'd alternate sit, stay, and down stay, but I don't want to have her go down on a wet pavement, wet cement. So every other time it'd be a down stay with her back to the toy, and then make sure that she really waits until you release her. Go. And see how she's not grabbing the leash when I release her anymore? So that's the way to solve that problem, that grabbing the leash problem. And that's a kind of a big toy, so if you can get a smaller toy that's similar to that, that's easier for you to carry around, that would probably be a good idea as well, because that's kind of a big thing to carry around and have, like you saw me have it in my belt. One more time. Come. Good. So she expects this game. And if that's a big issue for you, sit. I would do this game first, and I think this whole clip is probably no more than 5 minutes long. So do this every day when she's really hungry first, and then do your other training after this. And after a while, you won't have an issue with that leash thing anymore, and you won't have to do this anymore, and you can work on the next issue, whatever that is that you want to deal with her. Okay.